Hello folks and welcome to Erannorth Reborn. This is the third part of our Mercenary vampire run. So let's resume from where we stopped last time. We are in the normal stage 5 and we have these perks taken. Last time we also unlocked some new skills. So let's go to the deck builder and see what we have here, and maybe adjust our deck a bit. Okay, let's empty it. Ghost of Remorse certainly in. I will take 2 alacrity. One bulwark. To lacerate. Silt bass. So as a reminder, this red condition here, bleeding, deal 5 intense damage, means if the enemy has any bleeding counters, then we will deal 5 intense damage. If the enemy is undead, we will deal 2 to 5 bludgeoning damage, and so on. Adrenaline Surge is still useful despite the life loss. 2 blocks, still useful. Charge. 2 feed. Quick slash. It's nice to get rid of easy targets. And I can also get 1 insatiable hunger and 1 quick shot. So this will be the deck will be playing right now. Okay, let's get started. So let's bring in the Ghost of Pride. I will try to weaken this one, so if I add this 16 Pride synergy to my quick slash, it will become a Pride of 18 and it won't affect here, but if she's weakened, then it might. Weaken fails, is not immune, but the potential is too low, she's level 5. I need a potential of at least 5 to affect this enemy. Okay, let's synergize our Pride. We will do like so, and also finish the skeleton. Let's play an alacrity. We can use Pride along with our sword. Okay, let's continue. Study the grimoire. If you remember last video, we also got the occult discipline, but we don't have any occult expertise yet, so we can't benefit from any of these cards at the moment. Also, I don't think we will be ever reaching occult 8 to benefit from the Femina card, and I don't have anything to remove in order to put Tigelo. So night cover. That's pretty interesting. I will add it to my deck. Our agility is almost 19. I'm saving perks here to get the next occult feat, which is this Ars Theurgia Goetia, so we can go down the occult path. But in the meantime, let's continue. Okay, so let's start with the heavy hitter. Now, if I use Lacerate on her, because she has bleeding, she also takes 5 intense damage from the bonus effect, and will die in our next turn. Let's also multicast Bulwark. It will give us 9 defense and 9 hex ward, 1 for each enemy. But before we play Bulwark, let's use the Adrenaline Surge. And now that we have a synergy, I can add it to this card and attempt to make all these 3 enemies vulnerable, in addition to me getting the defend 9 and the hex ward 9. So this card will be played to these 3 enemies, and if you wanted you could rearrange them, for example, but I don't want to, so all of them got the vulnerable. Now that's a lot of damage, but we have good defense, we have good slashing resistance. So let's stun the next one. We can also use this to stun one and deal bludgeoning. Now keep in mind that when you have stun counters or bewitch counters or that sort of counters, dealing damage will break them. Because of how the immobilized rule works, and you can read that in the rulebook in detail, but roughly every 6 points of damage break a counter. Okay, so defensive stance, even if he didn't had piercing, bludgeoning and slashing resistance, now he does, so we will be dealing less damage. Let's use our broadsword on him. We only dealt 1 damage. Okay, so at this point, why not deal the dark damage? We can use this drain card. Not much. Enough though. Okay, we don't have agility 20 to get the concealment. We need concealment in order to deal sneak attacks, so it won't do. But we can use lacerate on the infantry. We will get the bonus effect and also increase our slashing with the primal effect while dealing some damage. I can still use this card for the damage bonus. I can even add it on my adrenaline search, like so. Let's draw. Nothing I want to use, so enter. Reinforcements arrive, don't particularly mind that, so I can play now Insatiable Hunger and add my drain to this bulwark card, but since we have only 2 enemies in the battlefield, it will trigger 2 times. Let's use a feed here, level up, lacerate here, and go check our perk points. Okay, so we have 140 perk points, and as I said, we will be embarking on the path of the occult. So, as the Orgia Goetia, your occult expertise gets +1, so we can now use the tier 1 occult cards, and synergy power and synergy health, those refer to ally abilities, so if we play an ally, they will get +2 power and +4 health. And we can also boost our summon limit by +1, so we'll be able to have 4 allies in play. Of course, at this moment, we won't be able to benefit much from it till we get in town and buy some allies and occult cards if we can afford them. So, the genie in the lamp. What should we wish for? Let's wish to have an angel. Your wish is not granted. The genie says no longer able to stifle anymore a maniacal laughter. Okay, encounter. Let's get rid of these guys. And I will be using Ghost of Pride as it can affect all of them. Let's start with a quick shot. Alacrity will give us the amplify slashing, and now I will add the pride in my quick slash. Could be better. Okay. Raids, they get more power. Let's use alacrity, maybe. Not immune, but the potential is too low to affect him. What the feed potential is 7. Feed on the other hand can affect him, so he's stunned. And one more. Now that they got the enrage boost, Pride wasn't able to affect them. But now they are back to their normal damage, it will. Okay, so we can benefit from this card and play Pride twice. One for this enemy and one for this enemy, and each Pride will affect both. So if you read the log here, I triggered Pride 2 times. And let's just finish him. Let's return the gene to the lamp and now choose between the Afarit skull, which will give us a lesser Afarit, a very good training card, temporary ally, or a random card from the Ifrit discipline, or we can get Khalid's. While playing him, if I have slashing 6+, then I will get synergy power and Khalid's will benefit from this power. This ability is a slashing multicast card, which is very good aligned with what we are doing. On the other hand, Afarit Skull is a trinket, so this means that we draw it directly from the backpack, or attempt to, because we have 8 cards now and we are looking at 4 random each time. It's also cursed. So as long as it's in our hand, and if we don't play it by the end of our turn, we'll have to discard 5 cards and lose 5 life, and it's quite a risk versus reward situation here, so I think I will get Khalid's. Let's add him to my hand. I won't wait to summon him, I will just summon him now and continue. So we have now one ally in play, and he is unique, so he won't be unsummoned. He doesn't have a lifespan to expire, only hit points, and he can die from damage. Ghost of Pride. Let's use this, and now synergize Pride on our sword. And Khalid's can deal the final blow. Okay, continue. Open chest. We can get these throwing axes if we want. It's a ranged consumable card, so we can have it on our stash and try to fetch it. And we can have this fairy dust also in our stash, just whenever we need it. I won't be entering the destroyed village at this moment, since we are in a time limit. I want to finish the Mercenary Vampire run today, one way or another, in this video. Cursed Cloak. So we target an enemy, we lose 1 hit point and get Envy and draw 2. This is a very powerful cloak, and Envy gets stronger for every hit point we miss, so that's a good thing, that we are losing life while having this cloak. Targets will suffer 4 dark damage for every hit point, +1 for every hit point we are missing. Let's get this, at least have it on our inventory. You never know when we're going to need it. And visit the town. So first let's sell the equipment that I won't be using. I won't be using this, the hammer, I don't know, maybe. Neither the long knife. We have a lucky charm that we can sell if we want. I won't sell the Shard of Rebirth, of course, it's too good to sell. So we have 528. And we can get a Crypt Crawler, which requires to unsummon an undead ally. We have some Doom cards we can use to benefit from that, and he has the morale ability. Whenever he attacks, he inflicts Doom and Cripple. Doom means that if the enemy dies while they are doomed, they will become a zombie, and Cripple will deal 4 damage, and weaken half that value, so weaken 2. We also have the Starving Vampire, we have the Nixie. This is a free card, but you gain Envenomed and you gain Feeble Mind. And you get Blend In and this nice card here. And we have Vampire Bride. 2 bleeding, it's a much more bearable penalty. And Taste of Blood is a slashing card. So if the enemy dies from the Taste of Blood, we craft Bloodlust, which targets a vampire ally. And Teamwork will give us Synergy Chaotic +6 plus their level. They will heal 6 points, they will get lifespan, and if we don't use it, it will unravel to Blood Search, which is a resource for Blood Coven and Blood Mages. And we have the Thrall Protector, Serve and Protect, nice defensive card. Body Snatcher, has Exhume. Desecrate will heal by 3 all our undead allies or wicked allies if you prefer, and harm any living enemies or allies in the battlefield. Not what I want at the moment, so I won't get anything from this. I wanted the vampire lair, but it's too expensive. Let's check actions. If you don't remember your character sheet, we have Occult +2. So what can we use? These occult cards are pretty expensive. Tenacity is interesting. These occult cards we can't use. Provoke. As you can see, the clock advances as we search. Cult 7. Deal 10 to 20 poison damage to 4 random enemies. That's pretty good. And when it unlevels, it multicasts 3 vulnerable 3. Call to arms, synergy damage, quick draw, draw 1. That's a very solid card. Luna Horti. This is a nice healing card. Combat reflexes. Quick slash or quick shot, retribution 8. So this is an echo card that also gives us synergy damage, and we can draw a quick slash or a quick shot. Epistula. Target enemy, we expend 50 farthings. If we have Occult 4, we weaken them by 3, but we can control an enemy with power of 10 or less, make them into an ally of ours. But that's not what I want to buy. So let's go to weapons and shields and find something that deals silver damage. Silver damage, and we can also afford it. But the stores are closed. Let's loiter. Okay, I will search a bit more here, and if I can't find something silver, I will check for a silver bomb and buy it. Buy this one too. Blood vial. Okay. Continue. Undead, wicked, succubus, Acolyte, Vampire, Wicked. Okay. So these are all undead, and Shield Bass will deal more damage to them. So let's start with here. Stand didn't work, it's okay. Let's get vulnerable. And multicast the Scorpion Dance. This will give us more amplify slashing and might kill her as well. So she got flying, can only be harmed by ranged cards. We have a quick shot, but will hit a random target. So let's use it on here. We can try to Venom here as well. And then Alacrity. So if you notice, she didn't also take any retribution because she's flying. He did though. Let's give her some more Venom. It doesn't matter, Quick Slash won't be able to follow through. She will ignore all damage because she is flying. So let's draw the throwing axe. Nothing of this will be able to hurt here. So let's use Feed for the bleeding. Continue. Chupacabra. I can tell you that this one has flying too, and we also have several undead. Let's start with the Vigor Mortis. They take more bludgeoning damage, so that's a good hit. Let's try to feed here. Can target, they are undead, so we should have used it on the courtier. Venom won't affect Vigor Mortis, he's immune. But as you don't know what's going to happen, you will have to experiment and find out. So Envy, one of our most powerful ghosts while we have life loss. So Envy will deal +4, +14, +18 damage on top of our slashing damage. So 18, 6 to 13, let's say 24 to possibly kill this guy. Let's try. 29, that's good. No one attacked, it's okay. Let's craft Scorpion's Dance. It's not a reaction, meaning that I can add Envy and now use it with Envy on these two guys. add synergy damage, quick slash. Let's add this to our inventory. So he got the retribution damage. Let's start with a quick shot and follow with quick slash, charge, and just attack with Hallins. Dissimula. Synergy, sneak attack, synergy grid. If we have occult 4, defend +3, concealment 10. If you wonder what's the bonus effect, you can no, the bonus effect is that the defend +3. So we will get sneak attack with Dissimula. Let's add it to our deck and give it a shot how it will work for us. Sword Infantry. He's the only one that have some Bludgeonic resistance, so let's go for him. Retribution, Venom, Retribution, what's left of it, anyhow. He's level 5, so we can use bleed on him, so let's start. Insatiable Hunger, Feed, Lacerate, he will get the 5 intense because he is bleeding, and we can just finish him off. Continue. Let's open the chest. We'll get the Quicksilver Bomb in our stash, and we'll get the Rapier. Now that's a nice card to level up. If you kill an enemy with this card, which by the way has a triple modifier at a very nice percentage, then you will get a strength 3. Your next card will cost 3 action points more, and you will craft the Rapier once more. So the first Rapier hit will cost 1 action point, the second Rapier hit, if you kill the enemy, will cost 4, and so on. That's a worthy card to actually change my broadsword with. So let's equip it. Rapier. It fits more our agile character, I think. I will not enter the village, we'll go straight to the boss. I will get this to my hand, use it now, continue. Okay, so start with Dissimula. We get Concealment, we get Synergy Sneak Attack and Synergy Grid. So probably whoever I will hit with this Rapier, he will die and will give us the Rapier card. Let's try that out. Let's try that out on here. She only took 47 damage. Now we don't have Concealment though. And why did she got that much. We actually had 16 times damage 3. No, 3 times damage 16. Okay, let's we can't use anything else here, but we can still get the damage synergy added here. So let's try to kill this one. That was 20 damage, he resisted 1. Damage roll is 7, 3 times is the triple critical, so he gets 21. Let's put him in the front. Let's feed on him and use Khalid's ability. Okay, so let's now fight the boss of the 5th stage, which is Relka, the Vir. She's devil, she's wicked, and she's a witch. And she's probably affected by silver. Maybe. We don't know yet. We can try to hit her with silver and see what's going on. No, she's not affected by silver. Worth the experiment. Okay, let's use this. Nope. And end my turn. Burning Aura, we are burning. Burning is a very nasty effect because this means that we are losing. When we click end of turn, we lose 10 hit points, unless we have Hexword, which will mitigate. Hexword 6 will mitigate 5 burning damage. Not enough, but better than nothing, certainly. We lost 4 hit points, 6 minus 10 minus 6, and now we have Envenomed in the mix as well, which will cause us to lose 6 plus 5, 11 during our end of turn. Let's use Lacerate, Alacrity, basically everything we have, and bring the Ghost of Envy. The Ghost of Envy is the best ghost to use when you want to deal with bosses, because now, for example, adding the Envy into our rapier and bringing the triple modifier, we will deal 3 times the life we are missing plus all that, so 16 we didn't got the triple effect. It was just 16 damage from 12 slashing and the normal weapon damage. And with Khalid's ability we finish here off. Okay, continue. Stage 6, and this is the final boss. Let's see what we will find here. As you can see, enemies have more resistances here. We can try to give vulnerable to all of them with bulwark. No, won't work. They are all level 6. So we can't affect none of them. But we can still get Hexward and defend, and also some retribution. I will add the damage here and try to maybe benefit from the triple modifier. No. Khalid has 6 potential, so his venom will be able to affect those who are not immune. That's 6 damage for each. Feed has potential 7, so let's use it on this guy. He didn't got stunned, fortunately. Nothing. Okay. So he will take the feed damage plus 6. So he might or might not die. Let's move the feet here better. We got a level. Let's use this here. Go to our character sheet. I pressed the C key and I will continue my journey to the dark side. So which prince should we invoke? Asmodel, King of the East. First, in these invocations there is a penalty. Whenever you get fatigue because you didn't exhaust an active ally, you get extra fatigue. Okay. Your control enemy effect increases by +4. Healing and Gluttony heal 2 less hit points. Whenever we lose life, we lose 2 more, so this will make our adrenaline surges suck a lot. But your chaotic damage and destroy spells that affect more than one enemy affect 2 additional enemies. That's a chaos modifier. Your defense suffers -2 penalty, your destroy enemy increases by +2. Cursed and discard effects increase by +1. When we deal AOE effect, it gets +4. So this is the least awful for our character, the penalty, and this as well, but we don't have occult cards that can benefit from this at the moment. So we'll probably wait till we can actually get a set of these, if we ever take this character to Iron Man. Okay, so for now then I will just try to focus a bit more on our slashing side. So blade weapons, inhuman strength, and maybe strong. Okay, so let's continue. Cerebus, Valcantis, cards. Okay, wyverns, you should expect them to take flight, so they are also immune to venom. Let's use this. Quick slash. Rapier. Got retribution damage. Let's just use lacerate. Continue. So let's try to liberate the Inquisition prisoner. Acrobat Thief. Fight. Acrobat Thief was the most broken card in the game before the nerf because of Dagger Act. It's still good, but not that good. It has a potential of 6 equal to our level, so we can affect all of them. Let's try this here. 6 vulnerable, 6, and she took a large amount of damage. Why? Because its vulnerable stack was stacking with its fury. This Dagger Act hit here 3 times, so the first time she got vulnerable and 1 intense. The second time she took vulnerable and more intense, so more damage. Also got bleed and so on. And this is her final state. And 40 damage with her rapier is not bad at all. Let's use the Simula. Try to one-shot this one. 58 damage. And work our way to them. No. So this just does. Okay, so let's choose which one we get. We can get the Acrobat Thief, which is the story-wise thing to do, but if you didn't like your choice, you can try to loot a different one. So let's loot the Acrobat Thief and put him in our deck. Let's do Dagger Act. Add Synergy Drain. And quick slash. I will discard this. I will craft the ghosts now, but I won't use them now, because we'll be passing through all these dead nodes and we will be restoring our hit points. Let's draw this. We can always say, okay, these were reactions, so I shouldn't have done that. It's okay. Every mistake I make, I hope it's a valuable lesson, not to repeat. Let's add this to deck, I like it. Let's drain them. Okay, trolls. Start with block. Let's try to take down the heaviest of them. That's my turn. discuss. Boss, here we come, if we survive these wyverns, that is. As you can see this, now we know that not only they have fly, but they also have flyby, and all of them will probably use this tactic. But the good thing to know is that if we manage to drop them below half, then they won't be able to use their offensive ability and they will have to resort to a defensive one, like spiked armor, which might be better. Okay. We should boost our defense though. And let's dagger act this one. Not enough, but enough so he won't fly. Let's use Scorpion Dance. This one is stunned. This one is stunned. Okay, so this is the only one that can take flight, but I know that his first ability will be Envenom, so I'm out of the blue. So he resorted to his defensive ability. This means that when we hit him, we will lose something relative to the spiked armor and the card we use. But if our ally hits him, then this won't happen. So we escaped the spiked armor by attacking with an ally. So I'd lacerate here, block, lacerate, and a rapier hit. Reckless Charge, Synergy Defend -5. This penalty will get less if you put it in a higher level card, because then Defend will benefit from these card levels. You also lose Defend and Vulnerable modifiers and deal a good amount of slashing damage. Yes, why not? Let's add it to our deck. Now I want to keep Dissimula for the boss, so unless I see that we are doing really bad, I will keep it for that encounter. Reaction, let's play it first, and we can play like so. Okay, so we are ready for our final confrontation, and whether we survive or not, that's pretty good. Shard of Dominion applies Bewitch unconditionally, and also can control an enemy that has less than 24 power. So actually I will add it to my hand. I won't risk RNG in this case. Okay, let's just fight the final boss. So Jane, let's start actually with the Shard of Dominion. we could have we could end this battle like before it even starts. But that is as good enough as it gets. So Jaina will now hurt herself or an ally. I don't want this bewitch to break, so I will let her hit herself and now finish her off with a sneak attack if possible. Or not. Okay. And that was it. Amazing. So, we earned 42 tokens, 42 mastery plus 25 bonus token plus 18 bonus mastery. And if we reincarnate now, I will see how much exactly we have. New character, we have 67 tokens, and our vampire mercenary combo has 60 mastery. So not bad at all, because now you can potentially unlock either a new race or 2 new classes till you reach down here, which start costing more as you go down. But anyway, we won't do that now. What I want to show you at this point before I leave you is that if you go to your Book of Heroes, you can see that we now have our Paragon right here, and you can choose to ascend to any mode you like, or the next difficulty, which is Iron Man, or a sandbox mode, the first sandbox mode, the adventure. And these losers here is the guys that have been defeated. That's before the reset. Some experiments that went wrong, and if you don't want them, you can just delete them, or you can use tokens to revive them. So that's all I wanted to show you today. I will be seeing you in the next episode with a brand new character combination. I hope you enjoyed the Vampire Mercenary run, and if you have any questions or I went through some stuff faster than I should have, let me know in the comments and I will explain them in more detail. I'll be seeing you next time.